She walked away, and now you may feel broken, disoriented, and stripped of control. Yet there is a different way to see this moment. What if this was the spark that ignites a version of you so strong and centered that she cannot ignore what she lets slip away? Not only might she wish she had never taken you for granted, you could emerge with a life so fulfilling that her opinion no longer defines you. Today we are talking about how to turn heartbreak into a foundation for personal power, how to use pain as fuel for transformation, and how to create a life that makes her decision look like her greatest mistake. These 12 strategies are designed to help you rebuild from the inside out. Breakups cut deep. They can shake your confidence and make you question your worth. But no amount of self-pity will alter reality. If you want her to look back with regret, the worst thing you can do is stay frozen in sadness. You must shift your focus, place yourself at the center of your life again, and grow into the man she never truly saw. This transformation touches every part of you, mind, heart, and body. And here is the beauty of it. The process is not ultimately about her. It is about creating a life you are proud of. By the time you have lived these 12 steps, you may realize that getting her back is the last thing you want. Step 1 is to stop all contact completely. This may feel impossible at first, yet it is the single most effective move you can make. No calls, no messages, no checking her social media. Every time you reach out, you reinforce her belief that leaving was the right choice. Silence sends a message that words cannot match. It shows that you value yourself enough to step away. When you are no longer immediately available, curiosity begins to work in your favor. She will start to notice the absence, and it will speak louder than any attempt to explain your feelings. Many men believe they cannot live without their former partner, but that belief is false. The truth is that removing yourself from her orbit is the first step toward reclaiming your strength. Clinging only pushes her farther away. Letting go creates space for her to see what she has lost, while you begin to build a stronger life for yourself. Take real action. Delete her number if necessary. Block her if it helps you maintain distance. Remove old messages and store or discard photos. Clear your environment of constant reminders so your mind can breathe. Every moment you choose not to think about her is a moment you invest in your own growth. And the more energy you give to creating a new life, the more she will feel the weight of your absence. You are no longer moving in circles around her. You are moving forward. Step 2 is to transform yourself. While you remain silent, use this time as the foundation for a complete renewal. Heartbreak can either break you down or become the catalyst that propels you into a new chapter. Choose the second path. Commit to your physical health with consistent exercise and a balanced diet. Each wave of sadness or frustration can be turned into energy for growth. Strengthen your mind by reading, learning, and challenging yourself to think in new ways. Improve your emotional resilience through reflection and intentional daily habits. When she eventually sees you again, the change should be unmistakable, not just in appearance, but in your presence, confidence, and focus. A breakup might seem like an ending, yet it can also mark the beginning of your most powerful era. She may have expected you to collapse under the weight of rejection. Instead, you can become someone she never imagined, stronger, wiser, and more accomplished. Build a daily routine that prioritizes health, skill development, and meaningful projects. Take up new challenges that excite you. Join communities where you can grow socially and professionally. Learn skills that enrich your life and broaden your opportunities. Stay so engaged in your progress that thoughts of her become rare and fleeting. When you transform on every level, your growth will speak for itself, and it will be impossible for anyone, including her, to ignore. Step 3 is to cultivate a Stoic mindset. A Stoic understands that control ends where external events begin, and true strength lies in mastering one's own response. After a breakup, emotions like anger, grief, or jealousy can pull you toward rash decisions, yet giving in to them only deepens the damage. This approach is not about suppressing emotion. It is about facing it with clarity, then choosing a measured response. Accept reality as it stands rather than wishing it were different. What has happened is already fixed in the past. Your influence exists only in the present, in how you think. And act now by showing calm resilience instead of collapse. You place yourself in rare company. Most people let heartbreak dismantle them. You will not. You have plans that extend far beyond this moment. Practice mindfulness daily to keep your thoughts grounded. Use meditation to observe emotions without being ruled by them. When negativity rises, pause and remember the central Stoic principle. You cannot command outcomes, but you can command your mind. Journaling can help you process and stay centered. Each time you resist a reactive impulse, you strengthen your position. Direct your energy toward the larger vision for your life, and the breakup becomes a small chapter rather than the whole story. Step 4 is to elevate your social circle. The people you spend the most time with shape your mindset, habits, and ambitions. Take an honest look at those around you. Are they helping you grow into your potential, or keeping you anchored to who you used to be? If you want to create a life that sparks both admiration and regret in your ex, begin aligning yourself with people who live with purpose and drive. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, challenge your limits, and model the kind of success you want. This shift will not only lift your own standards, it will also make it clear that your world is expanding beyond what she knew. Staying in the same social loops after a breakup often keeps you trapped in the same emotional state. If your current circle is not encouraging growth, intentionally seek out new connections that do. Spend time with people who are passionate about their goals and serious about their personal development. You can start by attending events that attract ambitious individuals, joining groups that focus on skills or interests you care about, and building genuine relationships with people who push you forward. Let your circle reflect the life you are building, not the life you left behind. The more you immerse yourself in this kind of environment, the more naturally you will rise to meet its standard. Step 5 is to make yourself unavailable. Constant access lowers perceived value, and many men mistakenly believe that staying close after a breakup will change her mind. In reality, it has the opposite effect. When you are not always within reach, curiosity and uncertainty begin to work in your favor. Delay your responses. Avoid rearranging your schedule just to be present for her. Your time should be spent on pursuits that matter to you, not on maintaining her attention. As your availability decreases, questions start to arise in her mind. She will wonder where you are, what you are doing, and why you are no longer responding. As before, this is when the sense of loss begins to settle in. By becoming a challenge again, you shift the dynamic in a powerful way. Fill your days with activities that genuinely engage you. Focus on personal goals, new experiences, and connections that have nothing to do with her. This is not about pretending to be busy. It is about building a life so full that you are naturally selective with your time. When your world is rich and active, you are no longer defined by her presence or absence. Step 6 is to build emotional strength. People are drawn to those who remain steady under pressure, and emotional stability is one of the most magnetic qualities you can develop. If you let sadness, anger, or jealousy dictate your behavior, you push others away. If you master those feelings instead, you draw respect and admiration. This is not about denying emotions. It is about processing them in healthy, deliberate ways. Speak with a trusted mentor or counselor, or explore journaling to organize your thoughts. Over time, your calm presence will make it clear that you have evolved beyond the person she once knew. Emotional mastery elevates every part of life. Most people are ruled by fleeting moods. You will understand that feelings pass, and your actions come from principle, not impulse. This difference will stand out, and it will make her reconsider the image she once had of you. Practice this control daily. When something upsets you, pause before reacting. Breathe deeply, reflect, and then respond with purpose. Make resilience your defining trait. The more you strengthen your emotional core, the less influence anyone else can have over you, and the more freedom you gain in every relationship. Step 7 is to begin dating again. This is not about playing games or manufacturing jealousy. It is about genuinely exploring new connections and proving to yourself that you have options and value outside of the past relationship. When you meet new people, you shift your attention from the loss to the possibilities ahead. You may discover qualities in others that you did not have in your former relationship, and this opens your perspective. If your ex notices that you are moving forward and that others are drawn to you, it can naturally stir a sense of regret. But that is not the main purpose. The aim is growth. Approach dating with sincerity. Treat the people you meet with respect, and let each interaction unfold without pressure. Join social spaces, use dating platforms if you wish, and say yes to opportunities to connect with others. Keep your focus on authentic experiences, not empty flings or attempts to manipulate emotions. As you meet new people, you will realize that your worth does not depend on one person's opinion. The confidence and openness you gain from these experiences will serve you long after the breakup, and that is the true win. Step 8 is to let her come to you. By now you have invested in yourself, built momentum, and created a life that stands on its own. The next move is patience. If she reaches out, respond with composure. Be polite yet measured. Avoid rushing to meet or falling back into old patterns. Allow her to experience the space your absence has created. If genuine regret is there, she will take steps to re-enter your life. But you are not the same man she walked away from. You have grown stronger, more focused, and more discerning. That means you decide who earns a place in your world. When you stop pursuing, you shift the dynamic. You become the one of value, the one who is moving forward regardless of her attention. This change can draw her toward you, but now the choice is yours. Stay calm when she initiates contact. Maintain the confidence you have built. If she truly wants to be part of your life again, she must show through her actions that she can meet the standard you now hold. Do not lower that standard. Your growth is too valuable to trade for comfort or familiarity. Step 9 is to live with purpose and define your mission. When your attention is consumed entirely by another person, it signals a lack of deeper direction. A man who knows what he is building and why becomes magnetic because his life is anchored in something greater than temporary emotions. Identify what matters most to you. It might be advancing your career, developing a skill, creating something meaningful, or contributing to a cause you care about. Once you find that mission, place it at the center of your daily life. When you live with purpose, your choices become intentional, your time more valuable, and your confidence naturally stronger. The shift will be noticeable. She will see that your energy is no longer fixed on her, but on building something significant. And that realization can make her question her decision to leave. Dedicate time each day to pursuing your mission. Let your goals set the rhythm of your life. As you progress, you will find that success in relationships, friendships, and personal fulfillment tends to align naturally with the momentum you are creating. A purposeful life not only draws others toward you, it also gives you something no one can take away. Step 10 is to build a legacy and think beyond relationships. Connections may change over time, but the mark you leave on the world can endure. Begin focusing on something that will outlast temporary circumstances. This could be a business, a creative body of work, a charitable effort, or any pursuit that carries lasting value. When you commit to building something meaningful, your presence becomes more compelling. People, including your ex, are naturally drawn to those who are shaping the future in tangible ways. You stop being defined by past relationships and start being defined by the vision you are bringing to life. Your attention is no longer fixed on winning someone back. Instead, you are dedicating your energy to goals that carry weight and significance. This shift in focus changes how others see you, but more importantly, it changes how you see yourself. Set long-term objectives that challenge and inspire you. Ask what kind of contribution you want to make and what evidence of your life you want to leave behind. Then take consistent steps toward that vision. A life built on purpose and contribution is not only magnetic, it is deeply fulfilling in ways no single relationship can match. Step 11 is to fully embrace your freedom. Many people feel pressured to follow a set path, to commit early, or to fit into expectations that may not match their true desires. Right now, you have a rare chance to live without those constraints. You owe nothing to anyone, and that opens the door to explore what truly matters to you. Use this period to discover who you are when no one else is shaping your choices. Ask yourself what kind of life excites you, and then pursue it without hesitation. When you lean into this freedom, you become more dynamic and confident, and that energy cannot be contained. Freedom after a breakup is not a loss, it is an opening. You are free from compromise, free from outside limits, and free to design a life that reflects your own vision. That kind of independence is deeply attractive, but more importantly, it is deeply empowering. Travel to places you have always wanted to see. Try new experiences that challenge you. Take calculated risks that move you closer to the life you want. Live unapologetically on your own terms. As you thrive in that freedom, the idea of being held back will feel like something you would never return to. Step 12 is to be unapologetically yourself. Accept every part of your journey, strengths and flaws alike, and stop shaping your identity to fit what you think others want. Authenticity is powerful because it cannot be faked, and the right people will value you for exactly who you are. Confidence rooted in self-acceptance is magnetic. When your ex sees that you are not chasing approval, but living as the best version of yourself, the contrast to who you once were will be unmistakable. You have not become someone else. You have simply become more fully you. You no longer need to explain or justify your choices. You are enough as you are, and your growth is something to be proud of. Live in a way that reflects your values, your passions, and your truth. People are drawn to those who carry themselves with genuine self-assurance. Take pride in the path you have walked, including its challenges. Embrace the person you have become without apology. When you live this way, the right people will be drawn to you naturally, and those who walked away will see clearly what they let go. By now, it should be clear that making her regret losing you is not about tricks or manipulation. It is about building yourself into the strongest version of who you can be, in body, mind, and spirit, and allowing the results to speak for themselves. The irony is that once you have reached this level of growth, you may no longer want her back. You will have evolved so far that you attract healthier relationships, or you may find deep contentment in your own company. Either way, you are moving forward, and that is a victory in itself. If this message has been valuable to you, share it, comment with your thoughts, and connect with others on the same path. We are all here to grow, support each other, and strive for a life of strength and purpose.